They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Throwing on second and 14. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
180. Check, Mike 42. Nice, read up. Hey, alert 33. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Throwing on second and 8. Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. First down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's first and 5. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was first and 5, not first and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just second and short coming up.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. One that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
180. Check, 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Regular. Point it right. Watch twist.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Forced out to, and he can't get rid of it. He he's taken down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Boston Scott, his first carry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Wentz now on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Check. Flash. 82. Hey, wahoo. 53, Mike. Hey, let's get this. Check, Gray 15. And kill.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 25 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Solid.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Kill. Hey, Haywood.
Wentz now on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
53. 20. Rip left. SOS. Two jet. SOS. Recon, 132 fighter. Left 5-7. 5. Here.
On first down, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20, so get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium, and his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
Check 37. Greystone travel.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here. I got motion. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Go. General West. I'm coming after you. Watch the safety creep. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Kill. Mike 50. Smooth. Go. Alert flare. Here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz over the middle, and it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Trying the right side with Howard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Is a turnover on downs.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Check, 47. You must be
From the 39, Mayfield flushed out right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, 61 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's a prime example of the danger that Baker Mayfield presents when he's able to get outside of the pocket.
And we see many quarterbacks do this in the league. A lot of them have that good mobility, but we see them, they're more like striders, right? There's a smoothness to them. When I watch Baker Mayfield, everything is sharp, hard, aggressive, and he turns it into a big-time shot downfield in a monster play.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check. 53's mine. 4 Tokyo. Watch the pursuit.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And he's taken down. This will be a...
I know what it is. I know exactly what it was. Exactly what it was. Good game, though. Good game.